Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello, everyone. Ay, 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 ay. What a morning. I thought I was going to get to spend it starting at that corner and working my way through. No. Larry decided to help me. I guess you could put it lightly. I came in, my Imperial Droid Lego, which I'll probably always keep in the box. It was on the floor. My little drawers that I had stuff in. I was starting to sort yesterday. He decided to help me last night. Grogu is sideways. I've still gotta get the drawers back in so I can balance because they're just those cheap ass Rubbermaid plastic drawers. And yeah, so I thought I was gonna get a time to get in here and start cleaning and doing. No, actually, I'm still cleaning, but not the way I wanted to. Yeah, Hecklefish was on the floor. Jesus. So yeah. Did I ever turn him off? No. Yes, he was on the floor. Hey, Sue, how are you? I know Suspicious. Okay, I was gonna say. I know Suspicious was here earlier. I like to call my messes organized chaos. Yeah, I know. With ADHD, you tend to know where everything is, even though anybody else would walk in here and go, "What the fuck you got going on here?" So yes, my crab cat was not my crab cat. My hecklefish was on the floor. My mic stand was on the floor, so that means he got in behind my wire. Good. Did it cool off down there for you? My metal shelves he must have got behind them because my boxes of the nails were on the floor. The makeup box was on the floor. He just had a heyday. Yeah, 100% exactly. Because then it messes up the organization that you know of, and yeah, it's just no. So I've got to get all my dies back into one box. I have got. No, those are rocks. There's a book. More rocks. Oh, those are meds. More rocks. This is the small sampling of all the dyes that I have for making pyramids. And just kind of instead of having them run around loose, start shoving them in a bag. One of these days I'll organize them by color. Blues and purples. Yellows and oranges. That kind of stuff. But one thing at a time. So yeah, I have a whole box of that. Some alcohol dyes. Larry, Goose. One of you two are digging their claws into the carpet. It's gonna be one of those days. Got boxes of pink quartz. So I had a gal on TikTok asked if I sold. Oh, good God. My language. If I sold any of the pyramids. I said not lately. So. Oh, yes, I am. Gotta stay a little bit. Here we go. Warm. Because I think it's maybe 50 degrees outside. I think. But yeah, gal was asking. Okay, I'm gonna put this down as a poll. Or even a question. What is Mark Wages' favorite colors? Oh, Yeah, I don't know. Well, you're down in Southern California. You'd definitely have more options than I would. Uh, only 85 in Florida. For you guys, it'd probably be like the 50 I'm feeling here. Um, I've seen cauliflower pizza. Um, pizza shells, but or pizza crust, but hmm, up here we don't have a whole lot. Oh yeah, we don't. I don't think we have any wind, but done a lot of writing today in the sky. So rather than it be that beautiful blue, it's looks like someone spilt a glass of milk in the sky. It's all evenly white. Pizzas at our God, down there, if somebody did make a fast food pizza joint for all the celiac and the gluten-free people, it'd probably make a good chunk of change. I'm I'm not allergic, but I'm intolerant. Uh, ever since mother always said I was allergic to wheat because every time I ate wheat, it made my nose run. So for snacks, I'm a potato chip and Cheeto person, and that's potato or corn. So luckily, I don't have to. Oh, if somebody came up with like a pizza joint, since you live in Southern California, for people with gluten possibility, gluten allergies or celiac disease, I think it would go pretty good. Granted, getting the funding to get it going, but once it was, I think it'd make a good chunk of change. So people could actually go out and enjoy what they have to miss now. But oh God, they did a nice long one across the sky this morning. Had to wander into the post office. Had to get some more dye. Oh, okay, okay. Seventh is in Southern California. Okay, you're in Northern, but still, you have way more choices than we do up here. I mean, you guys have in and outs. We have nothing. No. Our little town here has a coffee shop, a Mexican bakery. Uh, what else do we got here? A Dominican Mexican restaurant and another Mexican restaurant. And that's all our little town's got. So, uh, there's a pizza joint about 13 miles away down the hill. But and they say they deliver, but I've never tried it yet. I haven't had delivered pizza since 95. I don't know what food delivery is like anymore. Um, oh, they had a bake sale at hubby's work, and he brought home brownies, regular brownies, mind you. Um, I haven't had a brownie in years. I was like, oh my God, this tastes so good, and this is exactly why I don't eat them. Oh man, I kind of miss them. Uh, one year, one of my son's friends was making brownies, and he says, well, how long do you cook it for? I said, oh, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That's about good. And by the time we got back from our walk, him and the boys, he was like, they're practically raw. I said, well, yeah, that goes really good with ice cream that way. So, oh, Larry, yes, you. You are the cause of my mess in here. Definitely got to get those huevos cut off. Um, he's a good cat, but God, he's curious. he's a kitten. He's curious, and so God forbid what's going to happen when the granddaughters, because this is her room when she's here, and he'll probably no. That's called fire, you idiot. It doesn't phase him. It doesn't. Neither does water. I mean, would you please? I know it's warm and you like the warm, but that's the wrong kind of warm. Okay. That is the wrong kind of warm. Yeah. He's such a sweetheart, though. It's like having a small dog. He's outside, he comes running to the car, like, you're home, you're home, you're home. Yeah. Hey, Super Dave, how's it going? Yeah. How? Oh, sky watching. That's how. I haven't done a lot of sky watching lately. And are you comfortable? That requires me to go outside the house, and I've done a lot of that lately. Yes. I miss him. I miss him. I swear to God, I had 2 weeks of clear blue sky after he crossed. Yeah. Yeah. It's either Mike Morales or Radical Ralph Russo. Nah. I gotta check in and see how Ralph's doing. He has Ralph, for anybody extra here, does lives. He's a little bit older than me. Lives in Maine, so he has that accent. Quite vocal. When the 8-year-old was starting to pick up words, I had to stop listening to him in the morning, or she'd pick up in a going home with some of them words. I love Ralph. I adore Ralph, but yeah, I don't mind the words, but that's the last thing the 8-year-old needed to come home and tell mom, So, yep. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate that. Did I stop petting you? Is that your problem? Should I put you down before I become your chew toy? Ow, 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 ow. My ring is caught. Ow. There we go. On the floor you go. Yeah. Yep. I'll get a kick out of Super Dave. Especially his accent. Your accent cracks me up because up here we don't have any. So Johnny. And that reminds me, if I got both of you too, has anybody heard from Captain Tom? I emailed him and I haven't got anything. He was older. I know that. And I know they had, what was it, a typhoon that went through Guam? So, yeah. Oh. Now my next question is gonna sound stupid. Who's Max? I haven't watched a lot of YouTube today. I've listened to this artist named Nocturne. No, that was a song. I don't want to start playing it. Oh, Nox Arcana. A lot today. It's kind of Like I said, I'm not sure who Max is. Okay, let me see. Let me go and see if I've got. Get to myself. Let the chat catch up. Because I pause it so I don't have to listen to myself. Now it's got to catch up. So. Oh, poor thing. I gave him. Showed his channel some love. Yes. That sucks. It sucks when you lose your puppers. And that's why I don't have any more. It's too painful. So. God, this corner is a disaster. That lovely little tuxedo cat. I had a relative. I can't remember if I said this yesterday or not. A relative come in and ask questions about Dad, if he was still around or whatnot. And yeah, and Keith last night goes, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "Okay," you know. I don't blame you, hon. I have CenturyLink. I have to plug in straight with an Ethernet cord, or it would do its thing. Yeah. No. He's like, "You just kind of skated through your dad's birthday." And I was like, "I've been skating through a lot right now. The only thing I can concentrate now on is the 15th. So, yeah." It was like I said yesterday when I woke up, or is it? What's today? 25th. Wednesday when I woke up, I thought it was still August. My heat bill would wish it was still August, but no. Oh, now I have fur, and now I've got you little. Well, that's not in the shape it's supposed to be anymore. It's all bent now. Thank you, cat. My Nightmare on Elm Street, my Lock, Shock, and Barrel car. And somewhere in here now, I have I think it's in the next drawer, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle van. So, at least he didn't get on the desk. But I got to figure out, and I know Mark said it. Mark Wages' favorite colors. Oh, I love Hot Wheels. I got a friend of mine, a classmate, who's a designer for Hot Wheels, Vandervate, Steven. But Mark said if I made one with his theme, he'd buy it. Great. But I think one of his favorite colors is purple, and I forgot what the other one is. But he's also a Star Wars fan. So do I do it in red, black, and blue? You know? Oh, that's cool. I've got some older ones when I was a kid in Matchbox collector boxes. You know, that we had that weird vinyl stuff that was cheap cardboard in the inside that held it all together. Oh, cool. Oh, awesome. That is awesome. So, I got to pause for I have to answer him. Daughter got her braces off. So, oh, that's cool. She got to smile and there's no braces at all. God, I remember those days. Anybody else have braces? Getting them off. And you can actually, the first thing you want to do is go eat something you couldn't eat before. Mine was corn on the cob. Of course, I had the olden days where I had the whole bands and then Stupid me went, and I warned her and my oldest, don't offer to have them put on all at once. Oh my God, my mouth hurts so bad. Ooh. Holy cow, that is awesome. I don't collect anything that much except for arts and crafts stuff that I'll never use. But that is cool. Hold on to them. Definitely hold on to them. It's like I'm holding on in a box. I should probably get it in a better box. Actually, in a plastic box instead of cardboard. Those all the Star Wars figures. And so, like when my son took Boba Fett, one of his coworkers flipped him over and looked at his feet and goes, "Oh, these are one of the originals." Put him back down, and my son promptly put them in his. He was like 28, 27, 28. Put him in his Ninja Turtle backpack and brought it home. So yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't have anything. No, that exciting, except maybe my brother's basketball cards that maybe down the road. Hey, Hope, how's it going? Maybe down the road will be worth something, even though they have a push pin hole through them. Because he didn't give a rat's ass of the fact that they were collectible cards. They were just the basketball players he liked. So, good Lord Almighty. I have a whole room dedicated to my chaos crafting here, so yeah. This is what made me think of. This does not give it a good color on the screen. Imperial red. This is what made me question what should I make Mark's pyramid out of. So I love this color. This the halfway does this one justice. But I love this summer 2.0. Oh, I have like definite fall fall haze, I guess you could call it, outside. Oh, where'd you go? Locked in and walked out. Okay, I have a feeling I'm going to be in this room all weekend. So I have to keep going out. Oh, yeah. It's like all this stuff. Excuse me, guys. I'm pretty sure that's some fur. Yeah. Oof. What a mess in front of me. I like to keep them in their boxes. That's why Grogu's still in his box. I can't even move this because it's all connected. It's a mess if I tried. I've got the thing from Costco about 8-9 years ago now, and they're the set. It's Vader, the TIE Fighter, pilot, and a Stormtrooper, all in their original box. And it's just killing the third. Well, especially when the 13-year-old discovered it years ago that they were still in the box, that they weren't played with. I'm like, no, they're gonna stay in the box. And that's cool. That's cool though. Yeah, Rick, it's like till I get this cleaned up, all my resin stuff is on one part of the kitchen counter. So, and I have one of these, a small fireplace, but I had it running and I had the resin too close to it, and so it got warm. So I'm hoping the color pour did all right and it didn't set too fast. So yeah, we shall see. If not, I've got another weird ass off kilter organite pyramid to find a place for. So yep. most people would just look at here and go, "Oh my God, this is a disaster." I'm looking at this going, well, this is the um, disaster that I started and then ran out of steam. I don't know if I still have that picture of. I know I spent way too much time without any reading glasses, but it's the comment of starting. I got all excited to get started on cleaning something, and now I'm sitting in the room. I can't find it right now. Um, just sitting in a room with all her mess and a glass of wine. That's far she got. I'm like, that's about right. Yep, organized chaos. That's exactly what this place is. I got to do some sewing of some little stuffed animals for the 9-year-old. Someone pulled the tail on her fox, so I have to put that back on. Yep, it's gonna be a weekend in here. No, my head hurts. I just look at this and my head hurts. Let me care like it. Yeah, I mean, I try to be. I have my drawers are labeled dyes, molds, uh, resin mat, polished cloth, rune alphabet, crystals, rocks, and then I take it out and then I never get it put back to where it's supposed to, and so um, like this hat I found today, I forgot I had it. It's a bunch of. I think I got rid of the shirt because it shrunk too small. But it's those trucker flap girls. That's what the camo is made out of. So I was like, well, I'll put it on. It still fits because it's not sized wise. But even with the lack of hair, I just throw my hair up in it and it still fits. So trying to stay organized. I got to get those plates up on eBay this weekend. I was looking for a cheaper way to send them, but I think I'll just yes, there is. Yeah. Because we understand the chaos. I think I'm just gonna put those plates, those sets of 3 for $30, and then the large priority shipping. It's gonna be 25, but at least I'll get them out of here so they don't get broken. I'll put them up. I think I'll put them up tonight. Get all the pictures because I've got them grouped. So I got 4 sets of those, and I'm sure someone could make some if they had the time, some serious money off of them. But I just don't have the time, and I want them out of my house. Oh, cat. Yes. Yes, cat. Oh, cat. See, my youngest cat is 7, so I'm not used to this anymore. Not used to a cat that actually wanders. She's got her 2 spots, the gray one, and then she doesn't make a mess and anything else. So could very well. Our goal is to be organized. So we keep trying. It doesn't stop. I mean, I have the containers of. That's what I need to put in that bottom drawer. All these rocks. I have containers of stuff I like to put stuff into, and so it's a little more organized. Like I forget that these were. Oh, poor child, so excited to have her braces off. I'm pretty sure this kind of stuff is like mother of pearl pieces. The bigger one that these stupid nails can hold on to better. I know they're, I don't know what the hell they are there. You can see them. Nope, that was a bad idea. But they're opaque, kind of. But yeah. It does suck. Everything. Oh, God, it's terrible. No, it was horrible. I had mine in my senior photos. I had mine from my senior photos. All right, when I put the lid. Okay, if I had any brains, I'd lose them. I swear to God, I would lose them. Yep. Hey, Nick, how are you? Yeah, I just looked for the lid that I had put underneath this. So now I gotta re-find another drawer, and oh God, it's gonna be a long weekend. But there's a great one. But at least I won't have the daycare kids, and I have no appointments next week, and so that's awesome. That is awesome, Nick. Yeah. So I'm hoping to putter around here more, and I have to shop Friday. Not thrilled, but I'm not gonna get a whole lot because we're gonna be gone 2 days. I do. Jesus. And they didn't even go up the road behind us, beside us. That truck's heavy. We have an average apple season, and a lot of it, since it's not getting freezing yet or doing what they call blue sky storage, it's where they pile up all the bins outside, and that's where they sit, full of apples. Because they've still got last year's apple harvest was so big, they still have last year's apples in the CA units, the controlled atmosphere units. So they gotta work those out. Except for the people that want this year's fresh crop. No, they're not. No. Calgon, take me away. I remember those powdered soaps. Natural coal, yeah. Oh man, one time they were so full one year. Oh, God, yeah, my nose is cat hair. Not only it got cold, but they didn't have room for it, so they had the bin stacked up. And I don't know if you guys all know what what a smudge pot is. I don't even know if I can find a visual. Kerosene smudge pot. Oh Jesus, there's more than one bad apple nowadays. But they had smudge pots. SMUG. Just pictures of a smudge pot so I can show people. Oh, them are fancy smudge pots. They still sell them? Holy shit. We don't use them anymore for orchards. Because of the amount of soot that would come out of them. You could go down. We would leave. Here's what. Holy shit balls. Hold on. I'll show you. $120 for what they call a vintage smudge pot. I'm sure I could go to any orchard and, they're thrown away. Hey, Brazzy. These things. Get it so you guys can see the whole picture. These things were stacked around all the bins to keep him from freezing. It was quite the sight to drive by at nighttime. Oh, they're using them for decor. I'm like, why in Hades would you want a smudge pot? But okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that people they kept those apples warm with till they could get them through to be processed. The old days, well, shit, 20 years ago, we'd come down. Oh God, at least I didn't have a nightmare last night. We're doing good. We'd leave because I live on a plateau, so we'd take the grade to go down into Natchez, and there'd just be a thick layer of black. It's the soot. You could just see it. So, you drove through it just to get so you could get to the freeway. But they finally put that. We do a lot of water or wind machines now. So come springtime, it sounds like there's several helicopters trying to take off. But they work. They do. Yeah. They have those in the San Bernardino Museum. Wow. It was bad. I mean, up here we never, which is terrible, but there's constant wind. We were higher up. It would settle in the lowlands, so our smudge pots would just pour that cheese. They'd get all the pollutants from ours. God, I could feel cat hair. All down there, we would have the clear blue skies. But if they're still selling, it looks like they're cleaned up the way that they burn, because they burn terrible. The old ones just terrible. There's now just about everything's now propane, so but who knows how long that's gonna last. Oh, that's why she's meowing, because Larry's in her perch. That explains it. I got all 4 cats in the house. God. I just take a sticky roller to my face. Yeah. That air cleaner is in there. I should buy one for in here. I think the one downstairs is hatted. I have 4 Alexa Pure Breezes. Should just bring one of them in here. They work great. I just love my Alexa Pure Breeze. They kept all the my brain is everywhere today, so I apologize. Forest fires, the smoke kept the house clear of all the smoke and stuff. It's fabulous. Of course, you open the door, and then all that just turns bright red, and you're like, oh boy, there's that much particulates in the air. Yeah. I need to bring one in. Oh, I don't know who sent me a message. Today is just so distracting. I don't know. I just want to. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my brain's fried. I have a week of nothing, and then I have to get ready for 2 days of being at the hospital, not in the hospital, at the hospital. And then a few days of waiting for results so I can find out. I don't know. No, no, that's why you can't see it right now, but my printer and my laminator, they have clear plastic over them because of cat hair, because my whatever, is it a laser printer? I don't know. The ones with the powdered toner, is top feeding. It feeds it out from the top. So yeah, it would be. That's what it's all plastic. And my MacBook, but don't. Just a bit of advice: don't take a sticky roller to your laptop keys. My son had to replace one of my keyboards on one of my laptops because I did that. Took the keys right with it, and you couldn't. I thought, oh, this will be a fast, easy way to clean off my key. No, it took the keys right off, and they did not fit back the way they were supposed to. It's not like this old keyboard down here that the baby plays with. It because she said she's on her computer because her mom is in sales. So she talks to a computer. And so during COVID, she was home working from home. So yeah, so she'll sit there. The 3-year-old will sit here on this computer saying she's working. She's on her computer. It just cracks me up. It's not plugged in, but she thinks it is. I actually miss a keyboard, an actual keyboard. The kind we could throw in the bathtub and wash off, and then stick outside for 3 days till it dries, and then plug it back in. I don't my MacBook. They're just about flat, and I just can't feel the home keys. Like even this one, the home keys still have the little. Oh, I guess this one has a mild little raised, so F and J, but it's not the same. Then again, I grew up with a what do you call it? My typewriter as a kid, or which I still have, is a 1930s Royale tape fed, ink tape fed typewriter. So yeah, and if when I was a kid, I thought it was really funny, and now I understand why Dad would get mad at me to jam up all the keys into one spot. You know, Dad's like, "Don't do that." Is um because all the little I didn't realize at that time that's where all the little raised letters were. So I have a Wednesday typewriter except in blood red. So yeah, it still works. And Etsy, you can get new ribbon. Well, I don't know if they call them new ribbon, but they're probably just re-inked ribbon for it. So yeah, can make a nice decoration eventually. But God, can someone tame these squirrels that are going on between my two ears? They're just everywhere today. Like how did it go? The thing I put up on TikTok and I gotta put up on here. It's gonna be one of those days. My inner voices in my head are fighting. My imaginary friend is running with scissors, and one of my personalities just wandered off. That's just today. That's today. But on the plus side, the daycare kid's father did what he was supposed to and picked him up after school. Yeah. I had to run to the post office and be back in time in case he forgot. He has before. So, oh, God. And I slept decent. I didn't have the cat trying to share the bed with me. Should just wake you up just for the fun of it. So. What if your third eye had double vision? Would you see the past and the future at the same time? Because I'm a firm believer it's all going on at the same time. Our past, our future. It's all going on right now. But we signed up for this linear time on this 3D meat suit that for a lot of people, the comprehension of all time coexisting all at once boggles their mind. And I wish I would have took a screenshot because someone had a great explanation tying time to gravity. So, oh, be quirky. Probably one of the few things they haven't figured out how to tax that, and that's why I am lightly insane. They haven't figured out how to tax that. It's also more fun that way. Oh, I don't want to have to turn on the heater now that that's gone out because it's loud. This just makes little noises. The heater is like, yeah. It's a good 7-8 years old. It needs to be retired. Finally had to retire the one in the bathroom because it started to smell like electrical burning. I'm like, yeah, no. I like having a house overhead, not holes in my roof from a fire. I don't got much to talk about today, guys. I'll probably just cut this short. Get this cleaned up so I can somewhat focus on this. But I will be back Monday. Definitely. My nice week of... And maybe I'll have something to show for it. Over the, get something done. What was it? I said last night, I go, okay, this is terrible for me to say. But I'm glad my son's girlfriend's mother's coming over, or his fiance now, is coming over because that means I won't be getting the oh, can you watch Kira overnight? So I can actually get something done instead of, because when I watch her overnight, the netting comes down, the cot comes out. She has a little comfy, cozy player, and I have no place to walk in. So, yeah. Yep. Hope I will. Yeah, I'll be here Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel. But I love you all, guys. But I've got to focus on this. Shit ain't gonna get done at all. All right. Typical ending. All my love, Miss Dragon. I will be putting up my jokes that I haven't had a chance to do lately over the weekend. All right. And away we go. Oh, here we are.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.